Buenos dias, señoritas y señoritos. Late February, habang busy tayo lahat sa mga hearings ni Pastor Apollo Kibuloy at SMNI and the China bullying issues, ay nag-deliver ng speech si former Senator Leila de Lima, kung saan sinabi niya na at least yung Marcos administration provided a breathing space at for freedom. In effect, parang sinasabi niya na after about 6 to 7 years of dictatorial regime under the Duterte administration, at least nakakahinga ng konti yung cause of freedom and human rights, kasi walang gaanong extrajudicial killings, although meron pa rin panaka-naka at may problema sa inflation, ganoon. Pero as far as abuse of human rights and extrajudicial killings, hindi na siya yung kasing pervasive or kasing grabe nung Duterte administration, where the whole government machinery, especially the Philippine National Police, was used to liquidate suspected pushers and drug users, resulting in the death of 30,000 mostly innocent Filipinos, lalo na yung ginawang fall guy lang para lang masubmit na quota yung mga pulis at matatanggap ng reward in exchange for the gangland executions ng mga pulis, pati yung mga killers na hinahire nila. So yung statement na yun ni Leila de Lima caused some to criticize her, at marami sa opposition ay tumaas yung kilay na nagtatanong sila, ano ba si Leila de Lima, nagkaroon na ba ng utang na loob kay President Bongbong Marcos? Dahil syempre President Marcos was in power and is still in power para harangin at impluwensyahan yung local courts not to free de Lima. Pero at least hinayaan niya for the court to independently decide on the issue, kaya nabigyan siya ng bail. Although meron pa of 4 cases, meron pa isa na that is still being heard and expected to win si Leila de Lima dyan. So maraming tumaas yung kilay at nagtanong, nasa opposition pa ba si Senator Leila de Lima or nasa kay Marcos na siya? Iko-close na lang ba niya yung mata niya sa mga abuses or sa mga irregularidad sa Marcos administration? Sandali, ang lamig-lamig. Sa Marcos administration, o kaya magiging fiscalizer pa rin ba siya? Ano nangyari anyari kay Senator Leila de Lima? So buti na lang meron itong interview sa ANC kay Karina David, where Leila de Lima was asked as to the status ng opposition, kung meron pa ba opposition or yun na kay Duterte ang opposition at sila pro Marcos na. So let's listen in from her mouth mismo, kay Leila de Lima mismo, and also to clarify kung bakit niya sinabi yung statement na yun na she is happy about the fact na may breathing space. Kumbaga, hindi na tayo nasasakal sa human rights abuse and abuses ng military and police left and right, kundi na-restore na pati yung freedom. Kasi kahit nga kami mga vloggers, we are free to criticize. Sa ngayon, wala pa naman talagang, in fact, yung killing ni Percy Lapid was done from the camp of the Duterte camp, na isa sa mga doon, key personality ay si dating Bucor Chief si Gerald Bantag, at saka assistant niya si Ricardo Zulueta na namatay na. So pakinggan natin si former Senator Leila de Lima.
May I ask you about the opposition, Senator?
Sure.
What do you say, or what do you answer to the question, where is the opposition now? has the opposition been blunted precisely because of your release, that it happened during this administration, and that sort of blunted the opposition in a way, sort of, it's a way of giving thanks to...
Parang ang tanong ni Karina, parang nawala na ng pangil ang oposisyon kasi nagpapasalamat or grateful si De Lima sa freedom niya kay Marcos.
The freedom that you now enjoy, albeit temporary.
Not really. Because you see, I was made an example before of anyone who would dare cross the then incumbent Duterte. So I was made an example. So everybody gets really so scared, and they would not have the courage to really frontally attack him those days. Now, yes, I cannot deny the fact that the break of the alliance between the Marcoses and the Dutertes have contributed to the fact that I'm now released, albeit only on jail. Because you see, the judges now would feel that there would not be pressure anymore on them, unlike the pressure exerted before by the former administration, especially Mr. Duterte, because he already convicted me in media. Insofar as it's concerned, I was guilty of the charges hurled against me. Now, because of this breakup of the alliance, and with the Marcos administration exhibiting a hands-off attitude towards my cases, now the judges now feel that they're free to fulfill their mandate, that they could decide my cases based on the merits. Now, as to your point of opposition could have been blunted because of that, by way of
showing gratitude.
No, I don't think that is the attitude of the opposition. What the opposition, I'm particularly talking about LP, because we are not the kind of opposition who would just be criticizing and then would be just for the sake of doing it and portraying our role as the opposition. No, we choose issues as to whether to be in favor or against the position of the administration. In the WPS issue, the Chacha issue, the ICC issue, the Kibuloy issue, we made our position there. And it's, when it comes to the Chacha, to the charter chains issue, we are against the administration's move for that. And as you can see, Duterte is also supposedly or purportedly against it, portraying himself to be an opposition. To me, it's a fake opposition because it's all for self-interest and self-preservation. Now, of course, the issue on the ICC, we are for the investigation. We are in full support of the ICC investigation, and later the issuance of the warrant of arrest would be supporting that. So that would be against Duterte. The WPS issue, of course, China's aggressive actions. We are in favor of the current stance of the administration, going back to our traditional allies and pivoting away from China, unlike Duterte's posturing before. So it depends on the issues.
Yeah.
Although we want,
Claro.
of course, to offer ourselves as an alternative. That is the very role of an opposition anyway, to offer itself as an alternative to the status quo.
And so we end the way we began,
Yan.
talking about your temporary freedom, Senator Leila. Is it only a question of when? Is victory within reach? Is it only a question of when this will be permanent? And if so, how do you intend to begin again?
I've been doing deep reflection on exactly the direction that I would be taking.
Okay, later na natin yan na i-discuss. Meron siyang mga iba pang mga issues na not related anymore sa opposition. Pero very klaro yung sinabi niya na case-to-case basis sila. Andyan pa rin yung opposition, suportado nila si Marcos sa issue ng West Philippine Sea against China. Suportado sila kay Marcos sa issues in going after the irregularities ng mga Dutertes. Pero kontra sila sa chacha ng mga Marcos boys nila Speaker Martin Romualdez at may mga sinasabi na dahil hindi talaga tinututulan ni President Bongbong Marcos yan, may kagustuhan rin yan. Marcos is also in support of term extension through People's Initiative. So pero dyan, tinututulan nila dyan. And then sa issue rin ng ICC, kahit sinabi na ni Marcos, wala na kaming kinalaman sa ICC, labag yan sa konstitusyon namin, umalis na kami sa ICC. Although sinabi natin na kwan lang yan, pambubola lang yan sa mga Duterte. Pero sa issue na rin yan, kontra rin sila kay Marcos. So in short, and then sa issue rin ng press freedom at sa issue ng human rights, yung sinabi niya noon sa speech niya sa February ay nagpapasalamat sila and supportive sila kay Marcos in a sense na na-lessen yung mga abuses, na even na-lessen yung mga red tagging. So in short, they go by issues. So hindi ba klarong-klaro yan na they are parang sibat na ako. Nakita nyo naman, meron tayo recent vlog kay Isko and alam nyo naman, sinuportahan ko si Isko. Pero after the election, yung na-elect na si President Bongbong Marcos as president natin, obviously hindi ko siya binoto. And yet, pinipraise ko siya. Pinipraise ko sa issue at sinusuportahan ko siya. And I'm asking you to support him noon, di ba? Sa many vlogs, lalo na sa issue against China. Sabi ko, dapat magkaisa tayo against China. And then kinikriticize natin siya sa mga katiwalian sa PCSO, katiwalian sa DOT, sa katiwalian sa Pagkor, katiwalian sa kung ano-ano pa mga sa smuggling, ganon, at sa chacha, kinikriticize natin. But case-to-case basis rin tayo. So, yan ang magandang klase ng opposition at fiscalization in the part sa amin mga vloggers. Yung you go by issue, hindi yung parang kay na Duterte na lahat na lang ng ginawa ni Marcos ay mali. Criticizing for the sake of criticizing. Kumbaga, may masabi lang. Tayo, nakikita nyo na kahit nakita nyo naman yung away rin ni Isko at saka ni Leni Robredo noon. Pareho sila nag-criticize sa isa't isa, pati mga bata nila. Pero now, after the election, pinipraise rin natin si Leni. Pinipraise rin natin si President the late President Benigno Aquino. And then, pinifeature natin sila Leila de Lima at sila Trillanes at sila Risa Ontiveros. So, that is how to fiscalize. You go by issues. Hindi yung, dahil ayaw ko lang yung pagmumukha mo, araw-araw kita babanatan. As to the Dutertes, di ba, doon sa vlog na sinabi ni Topacio na wala daw accomplishment si Marcos. Sabi natin na may konting katotohanan yun kasi busy si Marcos sa abroad at wala pa talagang nagawang concrete accomplishment dito sa bansa. Kahit yung Maharlika Fund nila, wala pa tayong narinig na nangyari doon na konkreto. So, may malaking investment na pumasok, wala, or investor na pumasok, wala. So, dahil mas busy nga siya, distracted siya sa mga foreign trips niya. Kung parati ka abroad, wala ka talaga magagawa sa local level. So, tayo, we go by issues. We praise Marcos when there is need to praise. The same way sa mga Dutertes, we have to admit sa anti-crime program nila medyo effective. Ngayon medyo on the rise na naman yung criminality all over the country. And pero sa issue ng China, sa issue ng 13 trillion na utang na iniwan sa atin, sa issue ng 51 billion, kinikriticize natin sila. So ganyan, that is the way to go. At tama ito na sinasabi ni Senator Risa Ontiveros, and now syempre klaro na sa inyo na hindi pa siya nag over the bakot. Andito pa rin siya, loyal and faithful to the interests not of politicians but to the interest of inang bayan. That should be the attitude for the opposition and even bloggers, independent bloggers like that. So please share this blog to friends and relatives para malinawagan sila kung ano ba talagang stand, ano ba talagang character ng opposition now, and also for them to watch unbiased news and opinions dito sa Vlogcaster, to subscribe to my channel, and to share it to their friends and relatives. So thank you very much for watching, and see you in my next vlog.